Welcome to Valerie's Real Talk podcast. My name is Valerie Smith and I'm your host. Today is episode 21 and this is a special edition because I'm going to be speaking to leaders on how to lead themselves. Leaders play a pivotal role in the 21st century business. Because of the changes that are coming in, artificial intelligence, the workplace changes, which is called the future of work, how are you balancing? Do you really understand what is really happening in this new future design of work? Many of our leaders don't. They really don't. They are working with teams. They're collaborating, they're creating, which is co-create, and they're just hoping for the best. But I really don't want our leaders to hope for the best and shoot from the foot. You have to learn how to lead yourself. And the first come with is your well-being check. And that's your physical, your mental, and your emotional state. That is very important. It's easy to get burnt out if you don't take care of yourself. And when it comes down to that physical, you got to make sure that you're working out, you're exercising, and then you want to make sure with your physical, what are you putting in your body? Are you putting nutritional foods in your body? Are you drinking plenty of water? Are you getting your rest? That's where we come to mental health. Mental health is very important. You have to make sure that you are well rested for your teams, for your meetings, for the actual projects that you need to create and complete. And then you have strategy sessions. You have to be very open for that, and your mind has to be very clear and not tired. And then also your emotional state. That's where we come with the tired. How do you feel inside? Are you practicing mindfulness, being present, not worrying about the future, not worrying what happened in the past, because the past is gone. Your time matters. Your health, your physical health matters. Your mental health matters. Your emotional health matters. Because if you don't have balance with all three, you're not going to last well as a leader with your team. And your team can feel you. You want to be that person that your team can look up to and say, you know what, I want to be like that leader because that leader is well-rounded. And then another thing that I want to share with our leaders, because I feel like a lot of leaders don't think they have to study. They don't need to read. It's very important that you stay up on your skills. When this world is changing, you have to change also. You need to know what's going on in your industry, not just in your nation, not just in your state, but you have to have a global mindset. You do not know who you're going to be working with. You never know who you're going to network with, who you're going to meet in the airport. You never know what conversations will come up, and you want to be ready. You want to stay ready. And when you're that leader who stays ready, your team looks up to you. Don't be a manager. Manage what you need to manage, which is the time, the breaks, the vacations, the approvals. You manage that. But when you are a manager, you are a leader. You're a leader of influence. You want to be that leader that your teams can look up to because you have the knowledge and wisdom that you applied. So you're a leader of application and influence to help your team thrive and grow in this new future of work. Our leaders need help, especially when it comes to communication. It's not always that you have to talk, but you also need to learn how to listen. When you listen, you're going to learn a lot of things. That's what it means to lead yourself. When you're a leader, you're not going to have all the answers, but you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to talk to this person and I'm going to listen to some information that I need. Because you also need to keep growing. Keep growing. I don't care what your title is. When you put yourself first because you want to lead by example, that's what it means to lead yourself. You want your team to thrive. And you want to share what you learned so they can apply your wisdom. How would you feel if you knew some information that can help your team and you apply it to your own work and you know it works? And then you go to your team and show them this methodology that can help them with their project. And then now the productivity numbers are going up. Your profits are going up. This is what it means to be a leader of influence. Because why? You're leading yourself. You understand who you are as a leader. You're not a leader of micromanaging. You're not a leader that's making it hard for your team to thrive. You want to be that leader that shines, that uplifts, that understands emotional intelligence, that understands empathy. Because we are living in the world of change. Will we go back to that year of 2019 before the pandemic? I doubt it, because we are advancing so fast. But however, we don't lose the human touch. There's nothing like having a manager that does not understand the human touch and treat your direct reports like they're nothing. However, when you lead yourself and you treat yourself kindly, and you're treating your physical, your mental, your emotional right by yourself. Now, can you imagine how you're going to treat everybody on the team? You're going to treat them like you want to be treated. So be kind to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself that the same energy you're doing to yourself, you're doing to your team. So I want to give you some homework, leaders. I want you to write down, I am a leader of influence. When I manage, it's because I'm managing paperwork. But when it comes to my team, I treat them with respect, with empathy, emotional intelligence. My ear is their ear to listen to them because I want to show the example of what a leader is when they're leading themselves. Leaders, you're going to do well. And I want you to really take this information to heart. If you're not doing the work on yourself, start now. It's pivotal in this time of the new future of work. And I want to wish you all the best in developing and knowing who you are so your team can look up to you. I want to say thank you for joining me tonight or today or in the afternoon, wherever you are, listening to Valerie's R.E.A.L Talk podcast. And my name is Valerie Smith, and I'm your host. And I look forward to seeing you next week for episode 22.